Executive Magazine, independent thinking for the discerning mind.
Israel bombarded a series of big industries in Lebanon, which do not have to do with anything military or with the war, etc. It's really weird that Israel goes to the Bekaa and selects these big industries, which gives you an idea about the objectives of this war, which was not purely military. Perhaps the aim was to distract this leading industries in Lebanon, which were somehow competent to the Israeli industries.
The whole factory was on the ground with fire everywhere, machineries everywhere, broken, all of it. I mean, inside the factory, we had eight holes, 30 meter diameter by 15 meter deep. Each rocket made inside the factory. So imagine what left, nothing. I came down to the factory and I saw it all burning out. As per government surveying, it was $25 million lost. That happened in 15 minutes bombardment. Yeah, when I went there, I saw all of my employees. They are in a bad shape. People crying. People, they thought they lost their jobs. Being there for so many years. But as I told you, just thinking of if you sometimes when you have a problem, if you think of it very simple and try to analyze it in a very easy way, then it's solved. But if you get panic and you say, oh, I hate this, I don't want to work anymore, life is not good, all that talk, then it's gone. So I said to myself at that time that I built that factory at that 20 years ago. I didn't have any money. I didn't know anything much about the business. I didn't have any customers. And I made it in 20 years. Now, after 20 years, I imagine that I want to start a new factory now. As if I didn't have anything before, I want to start a new factory now. Now, it's much easier for me to build it. I have the money, I don't have debt. I have cash. And at the same time, I know the business, I have the experience, and I have the market. And that this way of thinking about this problem had encouraged me to start the business again. It made me much stronger, much dedicated to my work, and it gave me more energy. When I rebuilt my factory, it gave me so much power, and I'm more dedicated to the work, and I love my work much more than before.
With the factories that were hit, it was an economic hit. It was not a political affiliation hit. Stayed on fire for a long time. Really on fire about 2-3 days. Yeah. But after it stayed really smoke coming out for weeks. If there are any benefits from the war, is in the rebuilding, the things we're used to do in a wrong way, you try to correct. You don't rebuild and do it wrongly again. Our primary concern now is actually to rebuild and start launch. After that, we'll cross that bridge when we get to that. The government never assisted in commercial or industrial losses due to civil unrest or war or whatever. Our plan really, we bought a small piece of land to rebuild in the Mount Lebanon area. That fell through, did not work. So that's why we had to go back to the same location.
I'm Fatima Ghossandirani, the HR manager in Lebanon's factory. It was totally destroyed. We were convinced that we will not be working in Lebanon anymore. But in fact, it was the decision of Mr. Waqid, the ex-general manager with the board, to restart this factory. I think he decided since the first moment that he wanted to rebuild this factory. He was a very strong man with a strong personality, and he told us, if you see this tank are destroyed, but we can use it. We can transfer this factory into the cheese factory, the small pilot plant of the cheese, and we can start the production there. So don't worry, in few days we can manage this and we can start the production. And there was his decision to rebuild the factory.
When you look at the numbers in the last 5 years, the textile sector was able to grow at a rate of 20% per year, despite the 2006 war. This growth was due to mainly the entrepreneurial drive of the Lebanese and a relative stability that we lived after 2006. And probably a sense of optimism.
Executive Magazine. Independent thinking for the discerning mind.